In this Micromelon tutorial, we're going to look at getting our robot to travel forward and read the ultrasonic sensor to see how far the wall is away from the robot. So on the front of the actual robot itself, there are two sensors. They work like a bat radar, where it sends out a high frequency signal, hits the wall and it bounces back. Now to get the robot moving, we need to create a while statement. And we need to say, well, while true, we want to do something. Well, what do we want to do? Well, we want to move the robot forward. So we need to talk to the motors and we want to write, and we're going to give it a speed of 10. So this will be an infinite loop that keeps moving forward while it's 10, at a speed of 10. So let's have a look at this in action. So let's hit play. You can see the robot moving forward, and let's see what happens when it gets close to the wall. You can see the robot turns over. Okay, we need to stop that because there's no exit to this loop. So this loop will always go, and hence you saw the robot flipping over on itself. So what we want to do is actually talk to, say, like the ultrasonic sensor. So let's move forward, and while we're moving forward, let's print out. So we're going to go print distance to wall. And then we're going to put out what we get from the ultrasonic sensor. And we're going to read the ultrasonic sensor and then close that. So as the robot moves forward now, we should see in the output area side here the values and the distance from the wall. So let's run our program now. Okay, you can see it reading. As it gets close to the wall, the number's going down, 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 until it hits the wall at 1, and then it flips over. And you notice the maximum number it's got is 255, and it also gives you 0 as well, so it's fluctuating between those numbers. So let's stop that program. So let's put a condition in to stop it from hitting the wall. So as it gets close to the wall, we want to stop it. To do that, we want to say, well, if the wall comes in, say, 20 centimeters of the wall, let's stop that. So let's go up inside the loop and put in there if. If is how we get the computer to make a decision or do a comparison. And we want to use the ultrasonic again. And yes, we do want to read. So we want to read the ultrasonic. And we want to say, well, if that is, say, less than or equal to 20 centimeters. So if it gets to 20 centimeters, we want to do something. Well, what do we want to do? Well, what I want to do is tell the motors to stop. Now, before we told the motors to do 10, so obviously to make the motor stop, we want to tell it to go to 0, and that would be stop. The other thing we want to do is get out of this loop. We want to terminate the loop so the program ends. So what we want to put in there is what's called a break. This is also known as a terminator. What a terminator does is gets you out of a loop. If we don't have this, we would have an infinite loop. The program will keep running. Even though the motors have stopped and the robot stopped and it's not moving anywhere, it will still be looping through this program without this break command. But if it's not within the 20 centimeters, so it hasn't got 50, 40, etc. down to 20, we need to do the else part. So the else part is, well, what happens if it's not at 20? Well, we want to keep moving forward and you want to tell us the distance. Now what I did there was highlight the two lines and press the tab key to just indent it. Now you can see the while statement is against the wall here. So everything that's indented from that while statement or from the wall belongs to this while statement. Notice the indents here in the if statement. So these two lines of code here, lines 3 and 4, belong to the if statement, the then part, the true part. So if we are at 20 centimeters or less, then we stop the motors and we break out of the loop. But if that is not true, we do the else part. And these two lines here belong to the else, which means it will tell us, it will keep moving forward at 10, and it will also tell us what the distance is. So let's have a look at this program while it's running. You see the distance down the bottom. You can see it looping through. You can see the different lines. And as it gets closer, 22, 21, obviously it's hit 20, gone down to the break, and then it jumps over, and that's the end of our program. So you can see that the ultrasonic sensor can read in real time and tell us how far things are away. And we can use that data to make decisions and make the robot do different things. So I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, put a comment in for the algorithm, and also have a look around my YouTube channel for other useful tutorials.